Updating the information on my various existence. Thank you. No, that's okay. So now there's audio input. Hi, can we hear that now? And okay, great. All right. So can hear me? Can you hear everyone else? All right. So now we are. That's fine. We are. Yeah, I can hear you, but the problem is that they're looking for. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get that set up. I just need y'all to literally keep talking. I have you currently going through my desktop audio through. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's. Let's see. Yeah, audio output capture. Uh, okay, sure. And we're gonna go. Oh, well, here. Now it should capture everything going through my headphones, which
I
is.
think I heard myself.
La la la.
Yep.
Alright, there we are. Great. Glad to have
Yep. Yep.
everybody
Yep.
in with us. Happy to be here. Glad things are working again. I'm going to take this hat off because while it is awesome, I can't not being able to wear my
Feel like you're
headphones
in
like
Red
a
Dead
normal
Redemption
human
2.
being. So, much better now that
Oh,
we've
I
got
can
the
hear.
hiccups.
Oh, wait, I need to mute the stream. Hang on. There we go. That's
Mute
why
the
it's doing.
tab, not the stream, because then it doesn't count as a view.
That's true. You know, I muted the mute. Is that how it works? Or did I just turn the volume down a little?
You can, if you have Google Chrome, you can go up, right click, and click mute tab or
Mute.
mute site.
No, hold the phone. Right. So if I muted it on this, then it wouldn't count as a view. Okay, hang on,
Yeah.
hold the phone.
The more
I'm
you
so
know.
glad we are such a high-end
I've got
professional
mute
streaming
site.
organization here.
Yes.
Oh,
We're
so
the
that still
best.
counts
What are
as
you
a view.
talking about?
Hair.
Exciting.
I don't
What a
like
world.
All right. Well, thank you
It
so
is
much,
really
everyone,
good.
for showing up. I do really appreciate it. I'm glad we got all these technical hiccups out of the way. Thank you, Zorro. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have a moment here. It is a
Walk up and down.
Yes. Well, hold on. I have my cape that was so kindly made for me a couple of years ago. I love it to death.
Ooh.
I have got my cassock that I will be wearing for a wedding here when I perform and do the officiating of a friend's wedding here in April. And then I just got my half jacket today. I'm gonna do a plug. We're not getting sponsored by them, but by the gods do they deserve it. By a wonderful group. You can find them on Instagram called Stardust a Tyler. I'm gonna just show that up there. I'm gonna link and plug their Facebook and Instagram and others because they are fantastic. They are a small 2-lady team that makes all of their work pretty much custom out of Italy. And they've been doing a lot of wonderful work, especially during the time of the pandemic. So, if you were looking for costuming or other attire needs, they're the folks.
I can't read any of that on the stream. I can't read any of that on the stream.
That's fine. I will go and plug some of this information later on with the desk cam that's not shown up. I'll put it in post-production or whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out. They deserve every bit of credit and attention that I can find for them. So, welcome everyone. This is going to be the first episode of... Yes?
It aired out for me. There it is.
Okay. This is going to be the first episode of our brand new campaign. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
Am I supposed to be at full health then?
Yes. Everyone, take this opportunity.
Yeah.
I fixed that.
Move yourselves up to full HP and get ready to suffer.
Considering I almost died last week, thanks
Yeah.
to Joyce.
Hey, there was a demon inside you, and Joyce
No,
was not pleased.
I was the demon.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, poor choices were made. And just remember, crying is a free action. So,
I'm going to eat the mushrooms again if there's no.
oh dear. You are welcome to try. I hope you make those con checks. So,
Just no.
Trying to fix my laptop. I'm sorry.
So, to start off,
Yeah, high five. Yeah.
High five!
yes, high fives all around to start this.
My
session
cat's off screen, and I was trying to pet her, and she just kept lifting her paws. I was like, high five, high five.
So we find ourselves, the viewers, sitting, floating in the air, looking out
Unfortunately.
over a vast expanse of green
Are we floating or falling?
forest. Not you, the viewers.
Oh.
You find yourselves floating above a vast sea of green, forests and jungles as far as the eye can see. And before you appears a man dressed in red. And so begins a story, he says. A group of heroes, not entirely new, but not entirely old either. You find these tales in books of old and books yet to be written. Some may not reach the end, and some books may be held immemorial, with characters and heroes the likes of which you may never see once or ever. I encourage you to follow along with the tales of tragedy and woe, tempered by heroism and sacrifice of those that are set before you. And with that, the man disappears. And we take it over to our players. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 1.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Oh, are we supposed to talk
How's
now?
everybody doing?
Give me a minute. The stream title is inaccurate. Fuck it, I'll deal with it later. I have 1,000,001 other things to worry about, but thank you for letting me know.
There's our
It's a
one
quick
F-bomb.
fix.
You're throwing off my fucking mood, woman.
But it's not a DM world building session.
Tonight's session chaos.
You know, I'll deal
I
with it
was
later.
rapid clapping. I was
And
thinking
people
more
that are
slow
coming to the
claps.
stream might be
Every
expecting a
session
DM
is.
world building session, but not an actual session.
You gotta fix it. Right now. Right this
Man.
moment.
Man, I'm gonna make these dice hate y'all tonight.
They
They
normally
do that on their own. They don't need your help.
They do anyways. It's fine.
No
was
help
loud.
required.
I just want a cookie. I'm sorry. I'm gonna eat the cookie way back here.
I couldn't find any snacks. I'm sad.
Oh. Well, if you ever wanted snacks and you live in Chicago, you know where to come. Oh, now I have
Shameless
tea.
self-promotion.
I have no shame.
There we go.
I'm still waiting for my 1 million follower cake that I should have
Yeah.
gotten like a year ago.
Yeah.
So now that that's been
Yeah.
corrected and is much more appropriate to the suffering that we're going to be dealing with today. Audience roll for attention span. Fuck you, Cody. So, we find ourselves, well, rather, you find yourselves moving from where you last remember, and you are now falling. Around you is a vast expanse of nameless darkness. You don't know how you got here. You don't know where you're going. Hell, you barely even know where you're coming from. But all you know is that you're going down. In about
Yeah, Timber.
Oh my god, I did that in my head.
4,
I started singing that in my
3,
head.
2, 1. And like that, suddenly before you, your entire vision changes. It goes from a vast expanse of blackness to just a sea of green that expands far out beyond what you can see over the horizon line. Trees are everywhere. And after you take just a moment to look at them, you realize they're coming up at you pretty quickly.
Whoop.
And with that, 3, 2, 1. Foot!
Oh,
You all hit the ground in a loud thud in a dog pile.
oh. Do we have to roll for who's on the bottom?
Whoever decides they want to be on the top of the dog pile, you're going to notice a few things as you stare up into the sky. One, these trees are very, very green. 2, the sun is starting to set.
Oh, fine.
And 3, there are so many stars. The night sky, at least as it's rising to meet you, is not like the night sky we have here on Earth. It almost appears as if there is no atmosphere to block your gaze of the stars that rise and swirl in nebula above you. Colors of reds and purples, yellows and oranges just seem to fill the night sky. And the quiet seems to overtake everything. Welcome to Elderbane.
Ooh.
To watch the sun start to sink further and further into the horizon line.
Is it gonna get more dangerous when it gets dark?
Is this like Australia? Is everything gonna kill us?
We're with Grimly, so.
How many
10
different
times
types of
worse.
venomous
Australia.
spiders are in this world?
Oh, it might. It just might. I would like everyone except Zircon to make me a perception check.
Oh, come on.
What is Zircon?
Why are they free from this?
You'll see.
They're on the bottom.
What did you do?
Rolled an 8. I rolled
15.
better than Christina. I can see
Yes,
that.
you did.
I got a 20.
A 20?
Nice. Natural or dirty?
Natural.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I got a nat 20.
All right, so you have a 20. What did everyone else get?
Got
8.
15.
8, 15, 6. All right, Grimly, Darkus. Your heads are planted firmly somewhere in the dark pile, but not outside of it. Maybe in the
Sounds
dirt.
right.
Joyce, you hear the faint sound of something.
Oh wow!
Just-
the faint sound of something.
It's
Scripted.
it's not quite. It might sound like a drum. Maybe
Oh.
it's kind of hard to tell with the way sound is bouncing off the trees of the jungle around you. It's just all
And the
kind of
people
warped and
piled below
distorted.
you.
Okay.
Nadia, that is definitely running in the sounds of Scream, and it is
What?
coming towards you very quickly.
Oh.
There's a sound of screams running toward me.
Running and screaming
Heh,
At you.
at you
fun.
in your direction. Zircon, I would like you to roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
That will be a 15.
A 15. So, as you are hauling ass, screaming for dear life,
Oh, you didn't come with us.
He didn't.
Oh.
you have
Makes more
you just
sense now.
You managed to spot this pile of people in this small opening in the jungle, just in time for you to not trip over and fall on top of them.
Yes, please don't.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. What are you doing here? Why are you
Running.
screaming?
Yes.
I feel like mine would
It's
be
dark.
like, I don't know, what are you doing here?
You should not be here.
All right.
We
Well,
need to
Nadia
go.
gets on top off of top of the pile.
Where is here?
Can Joyce climb out from under the pile and be like, "What's going on? What's happening?" Pulls out her dagger.
Pull out my axe. We need to
Weapons
go.
aren't necessary. Where do we need to go?
Not here. It is
What are
not
you running
safe.
from? Where's Manderdane?
Who?
There was like 5 of us, and now there's only 4 of us, and now there's you. What's going on?
How
Yeah,
about we
fine.
just get off of me?
We need to go. You should follow me or you might die.
Okay.
Why are we following strangers?
And I start heading off.
Can someone peel me out of the dirt?
I just like follow Grimly up in the darkest stuff.
Thanks.
Thank you. Are we following?
Yeah, we're
A
going.
I guess we
Stranger,
have
Let's
to.
go.
Onward!
Darkus, can I climb on your shoulders? I get the feeling that I'm not going to be fast.
Sure.
I'll just walk quickly.
So, as you follow the gentleman, the stranger who has greeted you in the world, the sun continues to set,
We're going now.
and behind you, you don't need to make perception checks for this.
Oh no.
As darkness
Oh,
falls
shit.
over the jungle, the sounds of quiet are broken. You feel this presence in the shadows. It runs like a cold chill up and down your spine. It takes every single nerve in the back of your brain that tells you to run. You don't know what this is. You don't know where it comes from. Is it the whispers that are in the back of your mind? Have they always been there? Something is urging you to run. Or is it telling you to stay?
Oh no.
For those of you who are more acute of hearing, you can start to hear this. You just start to hear the of clawed footprints somewhere
Snap.
in the dark. You hear the rustle of tree leaves and branches snapping. The occasional growl and hiss of that which you do not know. But you feel it getting closer and closer behind you as you run.
Oh.
The stranger before you is a big guy. And he is moving. You do not know what possesses you to run, but you feel it in the core of your body that something is wrong, and that you don't know what it is.
Might have something to do with the fact that we all just fell from the sky, but that's just my opinion.
In the distance, a small, gentle glow appears on the horizon.
Oh.
You're running and running, dodging through trees, jumping over bushes and rocks, doing everything you can to stay on your feet and keep moving forward. Who's in the back of the line?
Probably Grimly, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm small.
I'm on
Grimly,
Darkus's shoulders. So.
Grimly, make me a wisdom check.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
I don't have
I
any
apologize.
wisdom.
A wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay, that's different.
We
Oh,
just
never mind.
landed.
It's a 0.
Are you
I tried making her new dice.
Are those the new die?
No, that's
No,
the,
they
that's
rolled
the
just
D&D
as
Beyond.
Wow.
Man, you're about to get something else other than your fucking chakras realigned, I swear.
Why am I the one, but why did I have to be in the back?
Because you're short.
You're the slowest, and you're easy prey.
Oh God.
As you're running, the darkness and the shadows are catching up. You're running as fast as your legs can carry you. You stumble a time or two, but the darkness is coming for you.
Oh no.
In the back of your mind, you start to hear whispers. The phrases themselves, not fully able to be understood, but you feel a sinister presence in them nonetheless. Whispering things. Maybe you make out a stay. Come with us.
No, thank you.
And for a moment, it sounds pretty good.
Uh-oh. I don't know.
But only a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Who's next in line?
I get the
Probably
feeling that
me, because I
Yeah.
have Joyce on me.
this is true. The two of us are
I would like both
stacked
of
like
you
pancakes.
to make wisdom saving throws as you run.
I got a shiny... Which one does wisdom come under?
Wisdom.
The insight? Wisdom.
Yeah. The wisdom saving
Where's
throw is
that?
just its own.
Oh, I got an 8.
An
Oh.
8?
I got a 12.
A 12. Okay. Joyce, as the shadows overtake you.
Overtake me! Because I'm high.
Yes.
The whispers begin to creep their way into the back of your mind.
Oh.
You feel them just almost tangibly reach and grab onto the back of your mind, almost as if someone was reaching their fingers through your skull and taking a grip upon your mind.
No.
Can I do like something, or do I just have to deal with it till we're at the next stage?
What do you want to do, Joyce? Tell me.
I just want to do an Arcana check just to see if it's some sort of magical thing, or
Sure, you're welcome to do
Okay.
that. You'll roll with a disadvantage, but you'll do it.
okay. There isn't. Oh. 9.
You're fucking terrified. You have no
That's
idea.
fair.
There is an otherworldly darkness that is literally trying to pry into your mind, and there is
Oh, no.
nothing you can do to stop it.
This is not going well.
This is an overtaking fear.
Oh.
Darkus, you got a 12?
Yes.
You too feel the darkness try to grab at you. You don't know if it's the fact that Joyce is on your head, or if you're just paying too much attention to running that you are able to push, or at least able to push them into obscurity just for a little while longer. Nadia, you're up. Roll me that wisdom save. And as you are running, you see the glow growing larger and larger and closer and closer. And there's a part of you that is just pushing you to run. And the other part, the darkness that's trying to overtake you, is trying to pull you back. Nadia, what was your roll?
I got a 12.
A 12. It hasn't quite caught you yet. You're still managing to keep a slight lead on the darkness itself. Maybe it's the trees. Maybe it's that eternal optimism you seem to have. Who knows what the reasoning is?
It's my fiery hair.
Something is keeping the darkness at bay for a little while longer. And then you have a brief moment of clarity. This feeling, these tendrils of darkness and shadow, the closer you run towards the light, the more they seem to wither and shrink, bit by bit. You're still mostly engulfed in darkness. Soon, if you don't leave soon, it might get worse, but there is hope. Zircon,
Wow.
you're almost to the edge. You can see the line where the trees were cut and cleared. You know that safety is only a few 100 feet away. As you burst out through the edge of the forest and jungling line, you see it there. A towering stone wall, the city of Tolan. The wall itself covered in lights. Some dangling by ropes, some brightly lit torches. And standing outside, just at the gate, are 2 guards, and that gate is beginning to close. You know that if you don't get in there, you are dead.
Oh, it'll be the shortest game ever.
We'll start yelling.
I hear run faster.
Run faster.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Can we run faster?
Anyone have magic that can make us all run faster?
That would be
That is-
convenient.
In my arsenal. I can heal you. But that's it.
Zircon, you can see that the 2 guards spot you,
Oh, good.
and they immediately start looking around. They start just waving at you, just and you are just booking it. Roll me a dex check.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh boy.
What type of dex? Just flat dex?
You're not a very acrobatics boy, are you? Nah, just flat decks for you. You're just a freight train moving forward.
No, maybe not. That's a 6.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you are in that rush of adrenaline and panic. You don't notice a small root pop up.
A small root just pop up.
Yes.
It's a little potato.
It just
A root vegetable. Wee parsnip.
you laugh, but that's legitimately a thing. So it just pops up and catches your foot, and you just go down hard. But fortunately, the dirt's soft, and you now have a mouthful of it. Not a new taste. This is high quality dirt.
Ooh,
But
imported
yeah, you are
Spain.
face first in the dirt right now.
I pull my pinky out.
Nadia, you're next. You break into the clearing, and you see this wall covered in lights. Some of them are torches. Some of them are just large bowls filled with fire. And some of them seem to be canisters of glowing light. But they are all hung around this wall, and you see the gate beginning to close. The guards are there just waving at you to come in. And you run. Make me a dex check.
Great. I got 18.
Ooh.
You just bolt your way out through the jungle. There's this fear and this hope are driving you forward. You've never run this much in your life.
Can I just like pick up Zircon and like carry?
You can certainly stop and help him up. Would you
Alright.
like to stop and help him up, or what are you gonna do?
Sure, I'll stop and help him up.
Okay, Zircon, you are able to get picked up a little bit quicker. Thanks to Nadia stopping and helping pick you up, you guys are able to run the last bit. You make it to the you make it to the gate. Joyce, Darkus,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm only going as fast as Darkus can go, so.
Darkus, you
Yeah.
break into the clearing. You see that Nadia and the stranger have made it to the gates, but that gate is closing, and fast. I would like you to make me a dex check with disadvantage, because Joyce is on your head.
All Joyce's fault. 18 and an 18.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, very nice. You know, you've taken your time getting used to this. You're not sure if just the fact that you're used to be, giving the Rock Gnome a piggyback ride all the time, or the sheer adrenaline and terror that you basically act like Joyce does not exist. But you go. You book it across these last few hundred feet. Like, there is nothing there.
Can I throw a plot twist?
No.
There is nothing there because Joyce has jumped off because she's noticed that Grimly's not there.
Oh, God.
Oh, where am I?
Joyce, Grimly,
Okay.
tell me, what are you two doing?
Well, Joyce has jumped off.
Uh-huh.
She's in the clearing, but she's jumped off. I don't know what Grimly's doing, so I'm just sort of
I have
Holding out my
tiny
dagger.
legs.
Yeah,
holding out my. Joyce isn't exactly
so
right.
Darkus has made it to the gate, and Joyce is about halfway there, turned around looking for Grimly. Grimly, you make it to the clearing.
Okay.
You are
I'm that far
exhausted.
behind. I am that far behind.
You are exhausted. You feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders right now.
God.
You feel like there is a strong urge to fall down and just lay down and take a nap. It is sinister and it's comforting. The idea of just lay down, rest, sounds like the sweetest lullaby
It really does.
you
It
could
really
have
does.
ever heard.
So while she's crouching down to like relax, Joyce grabs her collar and slaps her face. Slaps her face and be like, "Keep going!" And like,
Yeah, that's reasonable.
gets her
Okay.
up.
Nadia calls from the gate. Come on, guys, let's go.
It's just
Is there anything coming out of the forest?
Why would you ask that?
Because I'm concerned.
We ask stupid questions.
Oh, yes. Yes, there are. And they are very close to you. You can see claws begin to rend through the foliage.
Like
Bark
fast or just like
very
shadows?
fast.
Okay.
They are coming for you.
Can
But
Joyce
nap
firebolt
time.
at them to distract them?
At
You
which
really want to
one?
engage them and then us have to roll initiative, or do you just want to keep running?
There
I mean,
are.
I'm
Actually,
going.
roll me a perception check real quick, Joyce.
Okay.
You just yell, there might be beer inside.
7. I mean, Joyce wants to go fast, but Grimly wants to
7.
have a nap.
Poor Grimly, not you.
7. There are a lot.
Okay.
You can see the shadow's edge is teeming with something. Specifically, a lot of somethings.
Okay.
And they sound like they do not like the fact that you have the audacity of being alive right now.
Okay.
Ooh, the audacity.
Oh, can I do
Of
mage
breathing.
hand to distract them? Does that work? Would that work? I don't think so. Let me read it. Hang on.
Yeah, tell me what you're trying to think about.
Or
Just like do
or
that.
Joyce,
Well, I gotta tell you,
run.
doing this is a free action, so it's okay. I mean, it's probably not gonna do the thing you think it's gonna do, but
No.
Just grab
While,
Grimly
while they're
and run.
kind of while they're
How
kind
close
of
are we
doing
to the
their little
gate?
thing, while they're doing their thing,
yeah,
I'm gonna light 2 torches,
yeah.
Yeah.
and while they're doing all of that, be running back to them,
Okay, okay,
and let me know whenever I get to them.
yep,
Okay.
okay. It only takes you. You're gonna dash to them, so that's just one turn because they're about 50 feet away. So Zircon behind Joyce and Grimly. Zircon comes back, holding 2 torches.
I hold them out and say, "Hold these."
There is
Thanks.
a ring. Those torches cast a ring of light around you. And between you taking the torch and looking back, the darkness has already overtaken where you were.
Oh crap.
This is not your standard darkness.
Well, no.
The shadows seem
clearly.
to whirl and spin around you like a vortex of hate. Misty shadows turn to inky darkness, and you can see red eyes staring out at you, glowing with malice and ill intent. You hear the snarls and the hisses and the clacking of jaws and claws and teeth. This is a maelstrom of violence that you do not step back from once you step in. And all 3 of you, mostly Joyce and Grimly, however, are given the strong realization that the only thing standing between you and a miserable, gruesome, agonizing death is in your hand. And it's not gonna last long.
Okay.
They're small, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
we're
both
little.
small.
So I am going to grab both of them. I'm going to rage, and I'm going to run.
Okay. So you grab them. There is now this roving ball of light carving a gash through this darkness back towards the gate. You can see them starting to close that gate. This is too much for even the guards. They've lived here their whole lives. This is cutting it close. You are able to overtake and clear the darkness in just 5 feet to spare. You twist and slide yourself right through the final gap of the closing gate that closed with a tremendous thud. And then immediately is besieged by the sounds of howling, enraged yowls of hate and anger. The door, they're scratching and clawing and gnashing of teeth. A bar slams down on the inside of the gate. You could see the wall and the doorway begin to push and bend under the weight of that which was outside. Another bar slams shut to reinforce the door, and the wood and metal of the gateway begins to groan and bend. You even hear the splintering of small pieces of wood. But you are safe
Are we though?
for now.
I think Grimly might actually be scared.
I think Joyce needs a drink.
Yeah. Or more of those
Darkest
glowing
Grimly
mushrooms.
goes, what did you do this time?
Why do you think I did it?
Because it's always you.
No.
Yes.
Mr. Stranger, thank you. And like does a little curtsy. But like not very graceful because Joyce, she's like bitching out.
Just nod, kind of look around, and then
Also-
just start laughing.
What the hell was that?
And where are we?
Who are you? And thank you.
My name is Zircon.
Cool, that clears it up. Thanks, guys. Go to the bar.
Maximum information, 0 time.
And I lean in and I'm like, you fell from the sky.
Yeah.
You've never fallen from the sky before?
Holds my arms up. Do you see wings?
Yo,
Fair.
you don't see wings on us either, which is why we fell.
Do I have wings?
No.
Oh.
No
Barely have
wings.
I don't know what I'm on, so I could have wings and just not even realize it.
I'm not again.
Can Joyce like have a look around of where she's standing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So,
Do I need to roll anything for it, or are you just
absolutely
gonna give us a
not.
description of the life?
You don't know which was
Okay.
better or worse. Outside or where you are now.
Oh god.
No, no.
Is it clowns?
It is not clouds. You are surrounded. Well, fortunately, number one thing, you're all very well illuminated.
Oh, that's nice.
So before you see cracked cobblestone walkways and roads that lead deep into a city. The buildings look worn down and withered, in various states of disrepair. Some have completely crumbled, others are held together by planks and wishes and the equivalent of duct tape.
Oh.
The
Gorilla glue.
people,
Was it flex tape instead?
the people that are still out and about at this time are all staring at you, for one reason or another. But
Very often.
now is a good opportunity to describe yourselves.
Cool.
Joyce, we'll start with you.
Yeah. So Joyce, standing there, she's still got her dagger out because she's just hasn't put it away. She's got a headband on her hair. She's like 3 foot tall. She's a rock gnome, and she's got like big pointy ears, black hair that she's always got tied back in like a tight ponytail because there's just no time for shenanigans of fancy hair. She's got like a vest top. I don't know what they're called in America. I call it a vest top. Apparently that's a completely different thing. And then just like practical boots, like running boots, like hiker boot things, and then like practical trousers. She's just got places to be. She's been around. She also got a backpack on, which is full of stuff, and she stands like just kind of that, and she's just staring down at the people, like
You mean up at the people?
up at the people, like she's deciding which way to go with this, because she's like, is this gonna be do I need to fight or make some friends? Not sure on this, so that's where she's at.
Okay. Grimly, you're up.
Yeah, let's go. All right. So, Grimly is a dwarf. So, tiny, little legs. That's why she's slow, or they're slow. They identify as non-binary, but will respond to literally any pronoun. So, whatever you want to call Grimly will respond to. Has dark brown hair that's in a braid, just in one single braid, like French braid. And wears a lot of layers. Unsure as to why, whether or not they're just always cold or trying to hide something. We don't know quite yet. But wears a lot of layers. And is very feisty and is 9 times out of 10 probably intoxicated with something, whether that is alcohol or apparently shrooms. We don't know. But always looks a little unstable and not sure what's going on. But it fits. So, there you go. That's the description of Grimly.
Okay, good. Darkus, you're up.
So compared to the other two, Darkus is twice their height. I think the rest of us are. And she has kind of a tannish skin color, dark hair that's been bleached by the sun, obviously. She either has it down or occasionally in a quick braid to get it out of her face. She has clothes on, but you're not sure if
Thank goodness.
actually clothes
Oh.
or if
Aw.
they're leaves and stuff she found in the forest. Also, shoes are questionable at times, whether or not she has them on. She's got a bow on her back and 2 daggers on her hips.
Sorry, I'm reading what Zorro just put in the chat. Always looks a little unstable as how I would fill out Holden's dating profile.
And stream band. No, that would be abuse of authority. Don't worry. I'll deal with that later.
You've been warned, Zorro.
But I mean, he's not wrong, to be fair. I can't even be mad.
I'll make more accounts.
That's fine. Boost the make sure you follow and subscribe with every single one of those accounts. So he's a bitch.
But that's Darkest.
Yay.
Nadia, describe yourself, please.
So Nadia is 6'7".
Wow!
She's
You
very
could crush
tall.
me.
I think we all could.
Fair.
She could wear you as shoes.
She has like coppery red skin. Her hair is short and is like shaved on the sides, and her hair is like a super fiery yellow red. And she has golden eyes. And typically she wears stuff that's just like practical, but usually has like a slightly like finer side to them. So they might be made of material that would be a little bit more expensive than what would be expected of her.
Very nice. I like it. And last, but certainly not least, Zircon.
I'm not 6'7", but I am 6'1".
It'd
You
still
see-
crush me.
Yes, easily. With dark brown gemstone-like skin, as I am an Earth Genasi. He has black pants, a purple loose cloth. I wouldn't really call it a shirt. It just kind of is effective, not fashionable. Has cloth wrist wraps and a hood. You see bushy green eyebrows, though. And face is covered with a mask. And has a giant stone axe. And you see, like, dust falling almost off his skin, it looks like. But... and one eye is green and one eye is purple.
Oh. Ooh, you
Very
have
nice.
heterochromia. That's cool.
Good makeup would be great, friends.
It's like Bob Ross threw up a color palette all over my D&T game. So, and for a valid reason now, because again, it looks like a piece of artwork just rolled into town at the cusp of nighttime. The people around you were staring. Like, who are the
Not as used to
outsiders?
it at this point.
Kind of staring. The 2 guards next to you on either side of the gate are just... they're resting, they're just... they're probably having an anxiety attack about what they just had to deal with and how close that was.
I'm just gonna reach over and just like pat one of the back. It's like, it's okay, buddy.
Is this my first time here?
This is your first time... so this is your first time by yourself in this particular city. You've been to the you've been outside, and your people have been out and around, and those who did stay in here didn't stay in very long, but bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
So,
Joyce is gonna ask one of the guards where the nearest tavern bar in.
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Yeah.
have priorities.
I see.
Very stressful night. We just fell really far and somehow didn't hurt ourselves, but that's good.
The alcohol will make Grimly think clearer.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Oh man.
More great ideas coming from that head.
Only.
You just got here, and the only thing you could think about is the bar.
Are you telling me you
Why
don't need
not?
to drink after what's just happened?
What are we supposed to do?
You just watch that. You don't need a drink. We endured it.
We're not allowed.
Oh.
Wait,
We
what?
have rations.
Oh.
And the other guard on the other side is just like, they look like they don't even look like they're supposed to be around here.
Yeah. Can Joyce have a hip flask? Is that something that Joyce can have? Do I need to add that in, or is that just...
You just have a flag.
Are you asking me to GM approve your alcoholism?
Yes.
You'll need to buy it from somewhere, but yes, that
Okay,
is
so
something.
So she doesn't already have it, she'll have to get it.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Carry on about my day.
Yes, you'll have to put in roleplay effort to conduct more alcoholic behavior.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine.
We'll work
I mean,
together,
technically,
Joyce.
if I had slightly bits of, rock, I could tinker one.
Theoretically. Time, resource, tools, but that's
Yes.
beside the point.
Okay.
Well, you should go talk to the captain.
Where's the captain?
And he's just gonna straighten himself up for the minute and just kind of rest on. He's carrying a large spear, so he's just kind of resting on it for the minute. And he's just gonna point you over and out to the other side of this open area. You can see a large array of barricades that are roughly put together. Some of them are fully formalized palisades with their wooden setup of spikes. But other pieces look like it's just flipped carts and scrap wood nailed into place, and with hopes and prayers that it'll just stay there. There are a few guards standing up towards the top of the palisade and walking along, carrying torches.
How good is this wall?
How is this place still standing?
Yeah.
Well, behind you is a large stone wall.
Yeah.
And that seems to go out and around, what you can see of the city.
Okay.
But
So
inside,
there's a wall within the wall?
inside is another wall, this palisade.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And where the guard had pointed you over is you can see a small tent with that is well illuminated with torches. Standing outside, there are two guards standing watch. They carry large. They're dressed in rather nice looking armor. It's a little tarnished, a little worn and weathered, but it's still relatively nice looking. Carrying tall shields and spears, standing guard. The people, after taking in a moment to look at all of you, just seem to go about their business. Some of them close their windows back up, and you can see around where the coverings don't quite line up with the window itself. You can see light coming out of the windows itself. But after that, everything seems to go a little quiet again, at least for the minute. The gnashing of teeth at the door is subsided for now. It's not gone, but it's just existing there in the back of your mind.
Can Joyce ask the guard guys, are they going to get in? Whatever that is.
The Tainted? No.
Tainted. Okay.
What?
Question, where are we?
You're in the capital city of Tolan. At
This
least,
is the capital city.
at least what's
Cool.
left of it.
Okay. Oh. Was it something to do with the things outside?
Outside is what you think we're worried about. It's what's inside we're worried about now.
So there's no bar.
We've already covered this.
Yes. You're looking for the Tilted Tavern. It's right over there.
Amazing.
But you should go talk to the captain first.
Okay.
We don't exactly get new arrivals here very often, as you can imagine.
I can see so. Yeah. Will they go in the morning out of curiosity?
Yes. We just
Okay,
have
so
to
the-
make it to sunrise.
Okay.
Every day. You're not from around. Where are you from?
Sky
We're not
people.
sure.
Points up.
Detroit.
I see.
I promise they haven't already been drinking.
Yeah. Also, if you happen to see like a pirate, just send her our way because
Commander Dane is gone, Joyce.
A pirate. This
Just in
far
case.
inland.
yeah, just in
She
case.
left us.
But I mean, okay.
It's probably Joyce's fault.
Away from us.
I mean, we were all together when we went through that door, and now we're not. So.
Oh. Sky people.
Rude.
pats
We're
his
right
knee and just-
here.
The guard is just gonna kind of lean back against the wall for a minute and look over each and every one of you.
So wait. Is sky people a normal thing around here?
Sure.
Okay.
George?
Cool. Joyce just
Well,
pats him on the knee and heads off towards the tent.
Okay.
Zircon, come on, I'm gonna get you a drink.
You have to go to the captain first, Joyce.
That's where we're
We
going.
will
We're going to the
think-
captain.
No, Joyce. We need to go get a drink first. We will think clearer with the drink.
No, I think we'll do this
Not
guy
yet,
said
Carrie
because I
Grimley,
get
or
this
else they're
feeling.
going to the bar.
No.
I get this feeling. Normally, I would say the tavern, but I get the feeling this captain guy needs to know we're here, or bad stuff will happen.
I don't wanna.
Well, nobody wants to.
Then we'll leave you here, and we'll go with Joyce.
Don't leave me by myself.
New
Then
guy,
come
what do
with
you
us.
think?
We should see the captain.
Cool. He's been here before,
Ugh.
So
so.
Zircon, here's what you know about the captain.
Oh.
His name is Guard Captain Runawalt. He's been the captain of the guard for a very long time. Mostly because he's an elf.
Oh.
Fair.
And he is a certified badass.
Cool.
That is likely not your words for it, but generally gets the gist of what kind of person you're dealing with. So, as you make your way over to the tent, the guards standing outside give you wary, cautious looks. Cross the spears just as you try to stab and make entrance. Just hold. Captain,
No. Oh.
you have guests. You're rustling inside the tent for a minute as a chair gets pushed out. You hear heavy boot steps as around the corner of the tent into the gate, into the opening, steps a very tall but very broad elf. Gray, long hair is slicked back, tied into a neat knot that rests down his back. His armor is very, very well maintained. The brass and gold still polished, following appropriate disciplines of one of his status. Cold, gray eyes look over all of you, a sort of piercing into your soul for a brief moment as his gaze just passes over. Let them in, he says. The spears are uncrossed. You're able to walk into the tent.
How do you ducks into the door?
on the table. Oh, the inside is very warm and well lit. You're noticing a trend of things being very well illuminated. There's a small cot in the far corner. There's a few chests here or there. But in the center of the room, on a large table, is a map. Just a quick cursory glance, and you can see that this is a map of the city you are currently in.
Oh, right.
And a very, very small portion with the camp laid out that is barricaded in is where you are. I am Captain... Well, I'm God Captain Renwald. I've been serving the city for well over 200 years.
Wow, he's old.
Grimly.
Do you have a
Did I,
all of this?
did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
In my line of work, we call that seasoned and experienced. Unlike you.
Very, very seasoned. Yes, like some good shrimp. Agreed.
I would.
I would not want shrimp that's 200 years old.
Me neither, but I'm trying to help.
Who are you?
Joyce
Who
reaches
are
out a hand.
you,
Hey, I'm
Joyce?
Joyce. Nice to meet you. How's it going?
He will.
Fell from the sky. Just wondering if you know where the nearest tavern is, because I really need a drink.
We are sky people. Do with that information what you will, because I don't know what it means either.
How do you just like...
Julius! Yes, Captain. Go get me the betting hat. Of course.
What?
What?
And you outside, you hear just the steps of one of the guards running off.
Did he say betting or betting?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. We're either going to get laid or gamble.
I assure you, you'll be doing neither.
Oh.
Well, that just takes the fun out of it. Okay.
Well, obviously for
Nadia
you,
just
not for
pipes
me.
up and just says, look, we just came from the sky. We just landed here literally like about 10 minutes ago. So we have no idea what's going on.
Oh.
But we know we needed to run for our lives.
Yeah, what's outside the city? What's going on there? Do we need to...
Those are called the Tainted.
Yeah, but, like... Are they new?
They're
to
scary.
you,
This
is-
everything's new to us.
every single night here.
For about how long? You're 200 years old. Has it been the whole
Every-
200 years?
Single night.
So all of the 200 years?
Your
Really
friend,
These are
just
well,
point out-
well
he's going
seasoned,
to he's
tainted
going
people?
to look at Zircon because he's seen Zircon before. Your companion is not very smart, is she?
No.
They're just new.
New and dumb. I know
And
who I'm
sober.
putting my bets on.
It's because I'm sober.
Apparently, they said they weren't here 200 years. They didn't say that they were 200.
I don't know if they're stupid, but I do know they are slow.
Joy says, hey, buddy, I got little legs, but I got a big personality. Where's the
Yes.
bar?
You should
Yes.
have asked your gods for longer legs. But since
That-
you're here,
That was rude. I can't help what I was born with.
yes, well, you might die with it too if you're not careful.
Probably true, Grimly.
I don't like this
wrong.
man.
Because he's right.
So where's the betting chair? Or whatever it is.
I thought it was a hat. Did I mishear that?
It is a hat.
Okay. And I'm the slow one.
As you are just watching the exhaustion roll over over the captain's face, and it's just.
Are you tired, buddy?
I could cast sleep if you want to take a nap.
That doesn't work on me. I'm an elf.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Elves don't sleep. How many times do we have to go over this, Grimly?
It's not from a lack of sleep.
Oh.
Did you see the situation we're in on your way?
We were almost in the situation.
Oh no. You're out of one situation and you're into another.
Oh, slowly
Outsi-
takes out her dagger.
What you
Just in case.
outside? Out there is only
Yeah.
one part of the problem.
What is the other part of the problem?
Grimly.
Inside here
Me.
is filled with things that came out of that darkness.
Me.
The tainted are in here too.
Doing what?
They're trying to kill us. Every night we put a watch to try and fend them off, but they just keep coming.
It's a
This
lot
has
of
been
information to tell
every-
people you don't know.
So Joyce has
because
noted
I
that
don't
like a lot of
expect
stuff's
you to live that long. But while
Jo-
you're here, you're going to be useful to me.
So,
So
yeah,
we'll see
Joyce
if
has
we can
noticed a lot of
help.
stuff's lit. A lot of stuff's lit. So does that mean that like they're scared of lights?
They can't touch the light.
Interesting.
The light's the only thing that keeps them at bay.
Okie dokie.
Nadia, they can't touch your head.
Yeah, they can't fucking touch me.
Yeah. So Joyce at that point, because she has light as an action, just touches her headband and it lights up. Cool. Got ya. Okay.
I mean, Nadia just has like a general glow about her, so that's gonna be fun for them.
Well,
So I should set myself on fire. Got it.
Grimly, why do you go to worst case scenario first?
to be
It's-
fair
it's
with
a
Grimly, that's
plan.
the only case scenario, so...
True.
If I set myself on fire, at least I'm hurting myself and they're not hurting me.
Yes, but knowing
That's-
you'll run around in circles and catch everyone else on fire.
Then everybody's safe!
I give up.
So while you are here, since you can't leave for the next while, and frankly, I want to see how this goes, and you're going to die if you leave out there without any kind of help.
Yeah.
You're going to do some
Fair.
work for me.
Okay.
Are you paying?
Are we gonna get paid? Yeah.
Will this be
paid
manual labor?
You'll be paid with the ability to live or die doing something good.
I mean, isn't that
Okay.
just
In case you haven't noticed, money doesn't have a whole lot of value around here right now. With, this impending attack of the undead and tainted every waking minute. Money
I mean,
is
sure,
a
but are you
little
gonna give
further
us
down.
food, a place to sleep, a drink for
a drink at
Joyce?
the bar?
Rations,
Also, like to point out that this has
beds,
been our normal daily life for like the last few months.
rations, beds, safe place to sleep. That's
Okay.
the best I can give you.
Okay. But
And
you're saying they're inside the city.
they're on the other side of that palisade. And almost as if on cue, you hear the sounds of guards yelling, "They're coming!"
Oh no.
And you just hear this groaning sound of the shambling masses of undead and the yowls of things that are otherworldly.
Okay.
Sounds like they're having fun.
Are they gonna get us in here?
Not if that wall holds.
Okay, quick question. How do you become tainted?
You stay in the darkness too long.
That's it?
No, but that's just the simple answer.
Okay, then what?
But I'm telling you the practical information. Because I'm not about to sit here and explain to you the entire theology of what happens to twisted and angry souls and where they go. I have more important things to do, like go and try and save my men from getting mauled by the undead. Go get a drink. Go get some sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. And with that, he is up, has his weapons, and he is gone.
Cool. Can Joyce look at the map?
Yes, you may.
Joyce is looking for that bar.
It's literally right next door.
Oh, is it right next door? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
literally
Joyce is-
right next door.
Oh, okay. In
But
that case,
while-
Joyce is scanning to see if there's any kind of like other important things.
Okay, so
In the
as
shop,
are
you can get a flask
looking-
at.
Looking over this map, you can see that the region that has been carved out is spectacularly small.
Ah.
Like, Yeah, but not in like a useful way. Like this is a last bastion of defense kind of way. There's not much here. There's the tavern, which is, of course, right next door, the Tilted Tavern, and a smithy, and a couple of houses. And that's it.
Cool. Okay. So, do you guys want to get a drink?
We know you two
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So we go to the Twisted Tavern.
The Tilted Tavern.
Tilted.
Close
The
enough.
tilted, twisted.
Tilted, twisted, both
You
are
walk out of the
silhouetted tavern.
tent and you can see on the barrier not far away from you, not even 100 feet, standing atop, holding torches in one hand, with their shields attached to their arm. They're taking their spears and just stabbing down into the darkness. You hear these howls and yelps and squelches of things dying and falling apart. And just yelling and screaming, and it's generally unpleasant. But it doesn't seem too wild at the moment.
To the
Joyce walks a
tavern.
little quicker to the tavern.
Okay. As you approach the tavern, you see it's pretty dilapidated. The stone is covered in soot and it's cracked. The tiled roofing is falling apart. The roof is sagging just a little bit. But the
like the
lights
rest
are
of
on
the city.
inside.
Well, that's good. Is there music?
No.
You can make music.
I'm a bard. I can make music.
You can indeed.
I forget what instruments I have, but I could do it.
So, from there, you walk inside. You see a couple patrons and a couple people sitting around the tables, beer in hands. They all look very somber. They look over at you as the door opens for you all to walk inside. You see their long-standing gazes, just taking in your appearance with confusion and distrust before returning back to their beverages. On the other side of the bar is a tired and withered-looking old man. A single eye rolls over to you, and back to the mug in his hand that he's cleaning.
Wait, did you say a single eye?
A single eye.
Is he a chameleon? Is he a chameleon?
one
Like
eye.
He's got one eye.
Oh, okay. I get it now. Got it.
Chameleons also have two eyes.
Yeah, chameleons have two, but they have that weird ability to where they can.
They
yeah,
can
but
look in
anyways.
whatever direction they want.
Yeah, no, he's got one eye and no eye patch for the other one, so you can see
Oh.
this mangled scar that is patched over. It does not look like that was healed with magic.
Oh dear.
So
So
that was healed the good old-fashioned way.
Gorilla Glue.
Yes.
Fix his eye, not his hair.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Joyce walks up to the bar and just says to the one-eyed bartender, "Hello, sir. May we have a drink? What do you have to offer?"
The eye just kind of looks directly at you and kind of leans forward. What do you want?
I'll have
An
a
ale?
water.
Water. Nah. Beer.
Nah.
Beer.
That's
Okay.
what we got.
Cool. 5 beers, please.
You traveling? Tourists.
Yeah, well, kind of traveling. We weren't intending on
sky
traveling so
people.
intently. We
What
just fell from the
insane.
sky, met this guy, who I'm getting an extra drink for later, because thank you, because otherwise we'd be dead. And then you guys seem to be in some sort of trouble, so we're just going to have a drink, and then maybe help you out.
Help us out.
Well, I don't know. The captain guy said that we should probably help you out. Or die. Unsure, but we'll know more when we've had a drink.
Did
Yeah,
you
it's
talk
a little
about
unclear.
the betting hat?
The what?
Yeah, he didn't really talk about the Benton hat. He had it on, which looked fancy, but I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it.
What does that mean?
He's just gonna turn around, grab a couple steins, and just start filling them with beer.
Joyce. Joyce.
Takes a couple seconds, and then just sets them all on the bar top in front of each of you. Thank
Put it
you.
on Reynolds' tab.
Nah.
He said he would pay us in beer.
Nah.
How much?
2 copper apiece.
Nadia, pay the man.
Me and Nadia don't drink.
Okay.
Puts down 8 coppers.
10 copper
10
pieces.
coppers.
So 1 silver or 10 copper.
Okay, give him a silver.
Okay. Mark that on your inventory if you get the opportunity. So he'll takes it. Takes a
I have
look
no
at
idea
it,
how much I
is-
have, so like.
He looks at it,
10
and
gold.
It should be
bites
under
on
your
it,
equipment.
puts it away.
You don't have water?
Oh,
Not
I'm guessing
right
by
now.
what's going on.
It'd be boiled, but that would take a bit of time.
Got any
Not-
food?
I got rations.
What are these rations?
Okay.
He reaches down below the bar top and pulls out a what looks like a small brick wrapped in cloth and tied up with string, and sets it down on top of the counter with a thud. Rations.
Fun.
Gripped it, thank you.
How much for the rations?
Copper.
Okay, can I have 5 of those and I'll pay them?
You know, set the rations out.
They look pretty.
Gives you all of the ration bars, and then just looks back at you and holds out a hand.
Thanks. Here you go.
Takes the money.
Nadia, here
How
you
long
are.
he didn't care here.
Here you are, Nadia. Enjoy your rations. Downs her beer.
It is
You
the
can have my beer
worst
too.
tasting stuff you have ever had.
You don't know Joyce. She's tasted worse.
Barely salty.
It is. It is the embodiment of piss water at that point in time. Like,
So
it is.
Budweiser.
It is. It is like barely alcohol, but it's all that they can make at the minute. Give it
Okay.
I also
Nadia, this is barely
slide
alcohol.
I slide mine over to Joyce.
Oh no, you can. This is yours. I've got Nadia's.
I'll take it.
You have. This is your thank you.
Oh,
Who wants
Hey,
mine,
look,
Joyce?
I'll
Emily?
take it. I'll take it.
Hands it over.
So after gagging a little, Joyce is gonna ask the bartender, "What's your name?"
I think he forgot his name.
do you want?
I don't think he
I don't think
knew I was
he
talking
had
to
a
him.
name.
Do you want the name people call me, or do you want my actual name?
Well, if I was
Yeah,
to
yes.
shout you all of a sudden for, say, another beer, what noise would I make?
What noise?
He's just gonna stare at you really for a minute. If you want a beer in your hand, you can just call me barman.
Barman!
If you want a beer to the head, you can call me Blinky.
Wait.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
If you
Barman
want
it is.
Yeah, good choice.
I'm fine either way, so thank you, Barman Blinky.
Don't call me Blinky.
Why would you even suggest
Why
that
would you
tell
tell
her
us that to call you Blinky?
You're new here, so
Yeah,
I can tell you don't make that good of choices. So I'm just trying to help out a little bit.
Thank
So-
you, Blinky.
Get Blinky.
Mr. Barman, what's going on in this city? Is this also happening elsewhere?
You mean the undead taking over our city?
Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't
Oh.
exactly had the opportunity to get out and go for a stroll, you know? It's,
Were you born here?
Yeah. Lost my
Was it always
eye.
like this? Oh.
Lost my eye fighting the damn things outside.
Oh, so that's what happened. Okay.
Stuff in the dark, the tainted, the undead. Every night. Every single night.
And roughly what time do they go?
Sunset, they show up in the darkness. Sunrise, poof, gone.
I want to
Winter's
go
got
back
to
into the
suck.
sky. I want to go back to the sky.
Sometimes the stragglers, if they're well hidden in the shadows, are lurking around, they'll be able to stick around a little longer. And
So if it's like a cloudy day.
Cloudy days. Well, you have other problems on cloudy days.
Oh, what happens on cloudy days?
It depends on which god is having a bad day.
Oh.
Sometimes,
Zircon,
sometimes it rains. Most times it pours. And what it pours changes by the god.
Oh, is it this beer?
I wish.
Oh. Cool.
He's just gonna kind of look over and rest a hand on his cheek and just look over the group here. You're not gonna last long without any help. You're like babies, ripe for the kicking.
Yeah. So, what do you suggest?
The guy's gonna rove over to Zircon. Oi, Rock Muncher. Yeah, you.
Oi.
What do you think the chances are? I'm giving him 1 in 5 they won't make it a week.
Is this what the betting hat is for?
Oh, it's absolutely what the betting hat's for. Do you know how often we get sky people?
Quite a lot since you've named us.
Rarely.
Oh.
In fact, the only reason that comes up is because of all the stories that his people keep telling whenever they come into town.
Oh.
Is people? As in Zarkon?
Yeah.
You know what sky people are? And you didn't think to share that with us?
I'm assuming that's why he was okay with us suddenly appearing.
I mean, I could have left you.
But you didn't, and this spear is for you.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, I don't drink. Or rather,
Yeah.
I just don't drink piss water, which is also reasonable, all things considered.
Zircon, where did we come from?
Yeah. No one really knows.
No
Because
shit,
we
we
don't
came
either.
from the sky!
Does anyone know? Is this place cursed?
Do you mean the world, or do you mean the city? Do you mean
Or
the world?
Grimly?
Yes.
Well, I'm guessing the city. You didn't seem to know much about the outside world, so I'm guessing let's just start with the city.
No. The city of Tolan is not cursed. I mean, it's
Okay.
cursed with stupid people and lots of fucking undead right now, but that's
Yeah.
it. No, my beautiful home city was not always overwhelmed with undead.
Ah, so it's not been always.
The outside problem has been always.
Oh.
This problem with them being inside has been something within the past few years.
How did they get
There
in?
was something called the Cataclysm. The Nexus network went to shit. We lost all contact.
Oh.
And now we're here by ourselves. We're isolated. And we can't get a hold of any other city. It all
So-
went dark.
Oh. So nowhere else is close in a day's walk/run.
Not that I know of. Not that I could think of.
Hi.
When I was younger and I was able to travel, there were lots of small towns and villages all around the place. There was a lot of prosperity in the kingdom of Tolan, especially up and down the river. If you went you could head up to the realm, at least to the bay outside of the realm of Lord Selaku, or at least down to the Great Batarian Forest. Oh, there were so many towns along the river.
Okay.
But-
Question about the darkness and the things that are attacking you. Say if there was like a shadow, would they be in that, or do they have to get in to be in the shadows?
Depends.
Interesting.
Which sometimes they get physical There's something real about them. It's so much darkness the body forms. And so we get these tainted beings, or people whose bodies don't get... people who get killed by the tainted or the undead, whose bodies don't get disposed of by sunlight.
Oh.
They
So
turn...
they're zombies?
Some are zombies. Most of them are just tainted abominations.
If they were outside when the sun came up, what would happen?
Oh, they'd incinerate some of them.
Oh, so it doesn't like they don't. Oh, okay.
Most
It's not like
of
a
them-
werewolf situation.
No, they don't turn back to normal people. Though I have heard rumors of some of them just being different during the daytime.
Ooh, what kind of different?
I didn't get many details. Just different. We're fortunate that the ones we have around us now are the type that goes takes itself out to the trash every morning. But at least those are the ones that are created. The other ones that are more physical are a little bit more of a problem. But the only reason I know any of this is because I spent a good long time fighting them.
Yeah. Any suggestions on how to successfully fight them?
Fire.
Fire. Excellent.
Or find yourself a paladin or a cleric.
Okay.
Fire is your best bet.
And we got
Zircon.
Nadia.
Zircon, what are you?
Not fire.
Nadia's fire.
Nadia's fire. That's
She is.
I'm covered.
And Grimly, if they feel like it could be fire.
I could set myself on fire.
Cool.
So we've got Grimly on fire and Nadia who is fire. We're good.
It's holding okay.
Choking on water.
Is it fire?
No.
Okay.
That was not
You drink the beer.
It
Wrong
is not
windpipe.
beer, it is GM water.
Oh, yes.
But actually, it's not even beer. Oh, and it legitimately is water, but I just can't name the brand. But that's okay.
And it tried to kill you.
Yes, it tried to
That's
kill
my
me, so
water.
now I will not name it out of spite.
So, as much as it pains Joyce to say, she's kind of done with the beer. Mm-hmm. So, what are you guys going to do?
Well, it's night,
explore a
and he
bit.
told us to get rested.
Nadia said explore, you say sleep.
Okay.
I mean, you don't sleep, do you, Darkus?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not. So no matter what, I'm staring at you and you sleep.
Meditate? What do you do?
To meditate. How long have we been together now?
I don't know.
You all know each other somewhat well. Zircon does. None of you know Zircon, and
Not so
Zircon
much,
doesn't
no.
really know you.
I feel like I met you
Zircon,
in a
you
dream
sleep.
once. There was sheep. I don't know.
Yeah.
You were a girl. There were sheep. Everything was
Sheep.
weird.
Grimly was
Joyce.
high.
Joyce beat the shit out of me.
I mean,
Reasonable.
it could have been
Nadia
you.
ran
It might not have
away.
been you.
Really scary sheep.
Yeah.
The orange one or the yellow
So-
one?
What
Both.
would you
All
like
of
to
them.
do?
Gold.
Joyce is happy to go exploring.
Okay.
Kind of running on adrenaline right now because she almost died.
Adrenaline, exhaustion.
Beer. Well, it's water.
The beer ain't gonna get you here, fam.
No. Cool.
So exploring?
So you have 2 votes for exploring.
I'm indifferent.
Neutral.
Feel
Can
like
walk
I'm
around.
asleep.
So
Walk around.
Walk around, walk around.
Can show us around.
Okay. Well, you decide to walk around briefly, get a better idea of your immediate surroundings.
And
On the
then
way
defenses.
Yeah.
I'll be the last one
Mm-hmm.
walking out, and I'll turn back and look to the barkeep and say, "This Rockamuncha will watch them. Why don't you keep an eye on the bar?" And I'll walk out.
Fair enough. I need you to make me an intelligence check really quickly.
Boy.
Intelligence. That's not good.
What is intelligence?
Not something I have in my stat sheet. It's a 16 though.
Okay. You're not sure what it is, but you couldn't. You find yourself wondering, was that a compliment? Was that a nice thing he said? Was that? You weren't really sure whether that was a compliment or not. Being
I didn't
called a
take it
rotten
as one.
Yeah. That is just for your own out of character player knowledge. That is not a nice thing.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, no, that is, especially given your appearance and the tribe you came from. Yeah, no.
Oh.
That is no bueno. So, as the group wanders outside, again, there isn't a whole lot available to explore right now because the area is pretty well walled in. You can see the wooden palisades kind of stretch around and connect to the stone wall on the outside and just form a U, like a U or a bit of a horseshoe around this last piece of the town that's safe. You can see the guards are still fighting off the hordes of these undead. You can hear them on the inside of the walls. There are so many. It sounds like there are hundreds outside of this wooden palisade that are just slamming against it, getting stabbed, falling over. Some are getting lit on fire. You can start to smell the scent of just burning and rotting flesh. It's generally unpleasant. There is still lots of yelling. The guard are fighting. Things are dying. But it's not as hectic and feverish as one would expect frenzied combat to be. It's almost as if this has become routine.
Oh.
It's a regular, every night occurrence.
It does not sound like a fun place.
They fight to buy another day.
Oh.
Some with their lives.
Why are we here?
Well, I
Because
don't
we
think we
fell
had a
from
choice.
the sky.
We
We
fell
had
from the
choices.
sky. We didn't want to die, so this was the closest place.
I was fine taking a nap, and then the bad people.
Yeah.
It sounded
I'm not
like
gonna
a
let
great
that happen,
idea.
Grimly, so no.
You let me eat mushrooms.
In
Yeah.
your dreams.
In your dreams, yeah.
You let me eat dream shrooms.
So, is there anything anyone specifically wants to look for? There is the tavern, the command tent, the palisades, the smithy. It's still illuminated, but there's no one really around right now.
Did Joyce see anything in particular on the map that seemed of great interest?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
There's not a whole lot here.
Wow, so there's like nothing to explore, so let's just go to sleep.
Yeah, I guess we just go to sleep.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot here right now.
Okay. Shall we
Where do
sleep?
you sleep?
There are.
Yeah,
there is still the tavern.
Oh, okay. Back to the tavern, everyone.
Are there rooms in the tavern?
No, I'm making you sleep on the floor.
That's fair.
I was
have a
just gonna
bedroll.
sleep
Said we
under
could
a
have
table.
beds.
I mean, yeah, there are beds.
I have
Beds is
bedroll,
a
I
strong word for the mattress of straw and cloth you get to sleep on.
think. Oh, I don't have a bedroll. I thought I had a bedroll. Oh well.
As you are, you don't have to pay. It was, in fact, accommodated by the captain. So he motions for you to go upstairs. There are several rooms. Most of these are bunk rooms that they've kind of retrofitted and slapped together to try and house as many of the guard as they can. Some, as you're moving through, you can see some of these beds are somewhat well made, but they have kit and equipment sitting on a chest very neatly at the foot of the bed. The other bed, it's kind of odd. They're punctuated. These neat beds are kind of punctuating messy and generally disrupted beds from other soldiers. It's like they haven't been touched in a little while.
Oh dear. Oh. Is there beds for us?
There are a couple. There are a couple hay and cloth mats at the very end.
Okay.
It's the nicest that we're gonna get. You see people that are just sleeping in their gear up and into a corner. They have semblances of blankets. Pillows are a kind of a luxury here, unfortunately, right now.
Yeah. Okay. Joyce is gonna just plop down, use her backpack as a pillow.
Okay.
Grimly, do you want a
want
spoon?
my bedroll that I have for some reason, Joyce?
No, it's cool. It's
Did
cool.
you
We're
just
good.
ask if I want a spoon?
Yeah, keep ourselves warm.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So we're spooning.
Everybody finds their way to go to bed.
Yep.
Or sit and stare at all of you.
How did I get stuck with these idiots?
Excellent question.
Does Zircon not have
Basically.
his own place?
Hmm?
Does Zircon not have his own place?
I sleep outside.
Ooh.
The door or outside? Outside.
Yeah, Zircon, compared to some of the stuff that you've slept on before, this is fucking luxury. Like, you've literally used a rock as a pillow, and, like, that's just your standard go-to. So this whole hay thing that you get to sleep on, nice.
Cool.
Darkness is gonna place herself near the door in
Yeah.
case someone tries to come in.
Cool.
There are a couple other people. This is it's a bunk room. So there are a couple other people who are mostly asleep at this point. You hear the occasional whispers and prayers to their deities. Zircon, in the far corner, you can see a very small altar. There's been an offering bowl set up with a candle sitting behind it. Behind it is there are two figures. One of which you can recognize very easily as the goddess Colesta, and the other is the god Cain. There's just one. There's one soldier who's just kneeling in front of the altar, holding his amulet very close to his chest, and just repeating mantras quietly to himself in the corner. And with that, you fade to sleep.
Yay.
You rest, but it is not blissful.
Well, no.
You are plagued with strange visions and feelings. A gnawing sense of unease. It might be the fact that you're sleeping in a vaguely illuminated room rather than the dark for the first time.
Yeah.
It might be that
Said
weird
gnawing,
feeling.
and I thought Grimly was chewing on Joyce.
Could be. You never know.
You never know.
You feel as though these shadows and darkness festered in the back of your mind, haunting you in your dreams. And then you wake up.
Hello.
You are greeted by the scent of smoke.
Food?
Rations.
Smoke
Rations.
and the scent of burning flesh.
Oh, no.
Oh no, thank you.
Know what that is?
I'm going back to sleep.
Is it still nighttime?
It is daytime. It is.
Oh, thank
it
goodness
is
for
morning.
that.
It is morning.
Cool. So
I'm
Joyce
going
is like,
back to sleep.
oh, what is
you
that?
You
Oh.
are awake, and you see that the other bunks are empty. All of the people who were there the night before, they have already cleared out.
Cool.
Did I notice anything during the night?
You noticed that I now have many questions. Fair enough. You notice that people left pretty much the moment sunrise hit, the moment any kind of sunlight cracked through the window, people were up and they were gone.
Okay.
They didn't make a whole lot of noise. They didn't really bother you. They just had their gear and they were ready to go. This is rehearsed. This is ritual. This is planned. This is how they do it. This is a disciplined behavior. Aside from that, you heard a couple, brief stints of weeping in the morning. And now you just hear, you can start to hear the crackles of flame. And the scent just kind of hits you like a wall.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Oh, yes, we should go downstairs and see what's happening.
Yeah.
So I think we can all make our own summations of what happened.
Agreed.
So as you make your way downstairs and you step outside, you see a small crowd. The guards and the remaining soldiers of the guard are lined up in a large circle surrounding a small, I say small, but surrounding this a pile of 6 bodies
Oh dear.
that is currently alight. The captain is standing nearby, a very somber look on his face, as he simply stands and watches the bodies burn.
Was there many bodies?
There are 6.
Oh, so it's not like a pile of them on each one. It's just one on each. Okay.
Yeah, it's just there are 6 bodies on this pile,
Oh.
and they are all currently being burned.
Yeah.
He looks over to you and kind of just gives you all a somber nod and returns his attention back to the pile. Standing next to him is another elf, slightly shorter in stature, and dressed very similarly to the captain. You can see the captain just sort of lean down and whisper into his ear. The man looks over at you. You all looks back to the captain, nods, and he takes a step back from line. Bows politely and professionally, and then leaves the circle, making his way over to you. Without wasting much time, he bows his head politely and says, "Good morning. I am Lieutenant Tobias. I've been informed this is only some of your first mornings here. The captain wishes for me to inform you that this is about as good as it gets for now."
Oh. Can we help with anything?
I was just about to say, once we finish the cremation rituals and ceremonies and their bodies are appropriately handled so their souls don't come back to fight the people they once fought for, you are to meet with myself and the captain in the command tent, and we will go over some of the upcoming plans to try and dig ourselves out of this mess.
Okay.
And hopefully save more of our men from dying and suffering the same fate.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope the betting hat is wrong this time. And with that, he just kind of nods, turns on his heels, and walks back to the commander. Or back to the
I
captain.
think this hat is magical.
Or this hat, is like a groundhog.
Yes, or that.
6 more weeks of winter coming.
So do we head over to the thing?
Some time passes. You watch as the bodies burn. Their ashes are, their bodies are turned to ash, and they are put into the ground. There is not, while there's not a whole lot of individualism for each personal burial, there is very much ritual to how these are handled. You can see that there is immense care put into the handling and the processions of the deceased, even in a circumstance as grim as that currently is. But forever they march on.
Okay.
Later on in the day, you are in the command tent with Lieutenant Tobias and Captain Renewald. The captain is staring down at the map of the city. He has a 10-mile stare and a gaunt expression of exhaustion on his face. You can watch and see his eyes rove over the paperwork, processing, thinking, planning. Lieutenant, he says, where is Williams? The lieutenant kind of just sits back a little bit and says, I'm not quite sure. I know he's here, I just don't know where he is presently, sir. Please go call Williams. I have an idea.
Ooh.
And now we have the means to do it.
Ooh. Oh, we're the means.
We're definitely the means.
Yeah.
As he says that, he looks up at all of you. I have a very important mission for all of you.
Cool.
I would be lying if I said it was not very dangerous.
I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be easy.
But it is going to be critical.
Okay.
And the lieutenant leaves the tent to search for Williams. And says, have a seat. All of you. And he motions to some of the stools sitting around the table.
Joyce sits down on a stool.
And Joyce see over the table.
Joyce stands on the stool.
Addie has to like kind of push back away from the table because her knees are just like in line with the table.
Maybe Joyce should sit on your lap, Nadia.
That's fair. Listen, you do whatever you gotta do. So, our first objective, and what we've been trying to find a way to do for the past month, is to re-establish contact with the palace. When these things first surged in, we lost contact with most of the city.
Oh.
We were able to fight back to this point, and we lost a lot of good men in the process.
Is there like a hole in the wall?
No.
Oh. Okay. How did they get in?
Things appear in the darkness, and where they can hide in the shadows, they stay. All these buildings and the underworks of the city
Oh.
are perfect for them to fester and hide from the light of day and fire.
Interesting. What
Which
if
is-
we like made torch like a torch street?
You're thinking right up my alley. Which is why what I'm going to suggest is damn well suicidal.
Okay.
But it's our only hope at this point.
Grimly, get your fire.
We've
Knife
tried
on fire?
with no success to try and carve and build a safe road from here to the palace on the main roadways. But we don't have enough supplies to build effective walls to keep them out at night. And they just keep breaking in, and we just keep losing men. And I want to cease that. Every day is bought with the lives of my men, and we are running out of men.
Question. So you know how there's like loads of trees outside?
We don't have the time,
Okay, I will stop
and
that.
some of the locals are a little sensitive about us cutting down trees.
Okie dokie. Are they more sensitive about the trees or the death?
They would rather die. Certain members of, depending on which sect of the temple and which circle of druids or which circle of fae you ask.
Okay.
Yes, I'd rather not. I've spent 200 years in service to the Lord.
That's fair. That's cool.
Yes. But what I'm going to suggest we do is suicidal. But it's our
Fun.
last bet. And he's going to motion to a line that's been highlighted on the map. There is a sewage way, part of the underworks of the city.
A sewage way?
Yes.
You always end up in the sewer.
Never
It
works
runs
well
from-
in this.
It runs from under where we are now into the
There's
palace.
always a sewer. There's always a sewer.
Isn't that where you said they're living right now?
Yes.
Interesting.
The plan is simple.
Mm-hmm.
There is a gentleman here of the Lumineers.
Ooh.
They're the ones
It's a good band.
responsible for keeping the walls illuminated with those glowing orb lights.
Fun. Yeah.
Their guild is uniquely responsible for our continued existence.
Okay.
Lumineer Williams is the last one that we have here.
Oh.
Your mission is simple.
Mm-hmm.
Protect Williams while he
Right.
establishes a chain of lights
Okay.
from here to the palace.
Okay.
Re-establish contact with the palace guard and King Tolan.
Okay.
And once we do that, we start taking back our city.
So are we doing this during the day?
It won't matter when you're
We're in the
underground.
sewer.
But it will for you guys. If he's the only one lighting up the lights, then if he's with us, then how is he lighting up the lights with you?
He knows how to set up the lights. They work
Ah,
with
oh,
or
I see.
without
Okay,
him.
okay.
But
okay.
he's the only one
I just want to
who
make sure you guys okay. Okay.
will be all right.
Right.
We can
cool, that's
hold
fine. I just
them
want to
in
make sure.
mind. We appreciate your concern.
Just, you know.
If all of us were to die, it would be worth it to get back in contact with King Tolan and his armies.
Right.
Or at least what's left of them.
Oh. What if...
But
Okay.
our last hope rests in the palace and on you getting Lumineer Williams there in one piece.
okay.
After that, well, let's not be too hopeful. Let's just take this one step at a time.
Okay.
So, ready yourselves.
Yeah.
This is going to be a trial.
Yeah.
You're all new to the world.
Alright.
Yeah.
I want you to know.
I think we've stayed in one world for more than like 3 days. So like,
I want you all to know. Lieutenant Tobias is optimistic and hopeful
good.
for your success. The hat
Someone has to be.
disagrees.
Oh. What is this hat?
Stupid.
It's a betting hat.
Uh-huh.
It's
So
a
are
bit
you
of
saying
Does it predict the future or just bet on it?
we just bet on how long it's going to take for someone to get killed.
so the
It's a
people
bit
of the city don't have faith in us? Got it.
Cool. Okay.
It's a
Grand.
Deadpool.
Glad we're
It's a
yeah.
Deadpool.
I'm glad this is your
Very-
last chance.
Very few people have faith in anything now.
Yeah.
But,
It's okay. I don't have faith in me either. It's all good.
well, someone has to.
Cool.
But, prepare yourselves. When Williams gets here, we'll go over the plan once more. And then it's
Okay.
down into the dark with you.
Okay.
Where
Can I-
is this hat?
Yeah.
Oh, he just reaches under the table and pulls out a hat. It's kind of old and worn and frumpy, and he just sets it on top. There are some coins in there,
Ooh.
but
Joyce reaches for the coins.
he just pulls the hat away.
Oh. I mean,
What's the highest number?
Why do we care?
I bet
Yeah.
I bet 10 silver the short one was going to die first.
Wait, which
Which
one?
one?
Yes.
Fair.
Listen, I never specify. It's hedging your bets. This is why I'm a captain, and you are probably going to die, but that's okay. And with that, we draw tonight's episode to a close.
Woohoo!
Our group of intrepid heroes, heroes being a bit of a strong word, but that's okay, now finds
Heroes.
themselves involved in the struggles of the city of Tolan, besieged inside and out by the endless hordes of undead and tainted abominations by night, and scrapping together whatever they can to make their defenses by day. Hopefully, our group of heroes will be able to save the day, escorting Lumineer Williams through the dark passages of the underworks, making their way to the capital, the palace, King Tolan, re-establishing contact, and saving the day. At least until night falls. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you so much for showing. Again, just an update for scheduling. These upcoming Wednesday, we will be doing another DM session for world building processes. I'm going to focus in this upcoming week on creatures and encounter building. So if you're interested in any of that, feel free to tune in. And we will be continuing with our regular schedule bi-weekly. So the Misadventures, the Chronicles of the Chaotic, will continue in 2 weeks from now. Again, thank you so much for showing up. Please let us know if you have any feedback, things you want to find out, things you want to know. I will be here for the next, let's see, it's currently 9:55-ish. So I will be here for the next 25 minutes answering questions and talking about pretty much everything for the game and working over with players if they want to. But with that, thank you so much, everybody, for coming in tonight. I'm very glad I get to DM for all of you, and I hope to see you all again soon. Have a good evening, everyone.
it was lovely to see you.
Till next time.
Do, 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 do,
So we all try like